Will it turn?
I'll take that thing out from underneath it, but it'll raise it up higher. Oh, that's louder too.
It's up all the way. Snap. All right, that little bolt right there that adjusts the length of the bale on that arm comes down and hits that. That's not turning to adjust the length, so we're going to heat it and see if we can get it to turn in the fixed nut. We just need heat. He's not going to cut the bolt off quite yet. He set this license plate up here so we don't catch the bale of hay on fire. You got flames? That's not working. It's letting the flame down underneath. Not sure what to do to help you there. I don't think it's necessary. It's actually funneling the flame over there to have it there. So nothing is better than what it was. Oh, heat that up. It turns finally. We only had to heat it for 10 seconds, maybe 15 seconds, and then it started to turn, and we were working it with some. Okay, we've just thrown a couple of extra spools of twine in there, and the other two for spares. We got 4 spares, and the first 2 are hooked up already. Already threaded into the knotter and ready to go. All right, so when this spool runs out, it grabs the tail of that one and continues.
Right. Oh, in Uncle Ben's life story book, that is responsible for saving one of the lives.
That knot.
He was teaching a group of people safety, and when they're out in the wilderness. And one of them was, remember, you tie this bowline around your. They made sure they could all do that within so many seconds. And they all did it. Well, this couple went on a whitewater raft trip. I think that's what it was. Anyhow, it was something. And as it was, the guy's wife was out somewhere where he couldn't help her. They threw a rope to her. She tied it around her waist and they pulled her in. And they wrote a letter to him or called him and says, "You saved her life." So he has that chalked up as one of his lives that he saved.
That's called a bowline knot.
Okay.
Oh. We're going to put a little oil on these chains before we start. Everything's greased. One down in here, right there. We just finished putting fuel in the tractor and we're headed down to the field. This will be the first bales of the season. He's actually hoping to, sometimes he likes to do a couple of crops, and with the irrigating situation this year, he may be able to actually fertilized and irrigated the first crop, and then we'll see if we can't get a second crop. That would be fun. That'd be really nice. Hay goes in the top of the barn. There's an electric elevator that runs those bales up into the loft of the barn. And once the loft is full, then they fill in the center section from the back forward. Got a couple of blocks here to stop the wheel. Got a rope tied from the lever there that unlocks that tongue and allows the whole system to turn. Okay. So that we're picking up hay alongside the tractor, not behind it. That needs to lock in position. It's not locked in anything. Oh, you want to move it back? Okay.
So now we got to put the blocks back.
Put those behind the wheel. Now it should fall right in the second hole. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Too far. Okay, good. All right, you can see him down there at the end of the row. We did a test run all the way around the field and got the baler tightness and the bale length looking good and the weight of the bale looking good. And then we've moved some of these bales over toward the fence so he could get the tractor in, and he's up and running. I'm gonna go have some lunch. He'll go ahead and finish some of this next to the sprinkler, and then I'll come out and help him move that sprinkler, and then he'll come in for lunch, and I'll keep baling. Okay, this is the last of this field. We actually decided that taking banana bales, extreme banana bales in, you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and I haven't even turned around. There's another 5 or 6 behind me. And we'll just rebale those since the baler's out and connected to the trailer. And we're baling the broken bales that break when we're stacking too, and the baler's all hooked up, so he's just going to come back out and bale these up now that the baler is adjusted better than when we did this field. All right, he's coming in empty. We just unloaded the first trailer load, and Susan came and picked up 16 bales down along that fence over there. That helped. Not a very pretty stack, but we loaded a few bales just to move all the hay out of the way of this sprinkler. I can pull that out of that section that's not cut and cut that while Grandpa's gone to the doctor. Besides, I'm winded. It'll take me a few minutes to get used to this kind of work. So with the sun going down on the other side there of these trees, you can see the bugs hatching. You can also see the bugs hatching. I guess they're hatching. They're just clustering at the top of the barn and at the top of every tree. I'm filming into the sun, so I'm shading with my hand a little bit, but you can see the bugs. That's crazy. I'm shading with my hand a little bit above the lens. This is just above the Columbia River on the Canadian border. That's fascinating. Look at all those gnats or river millers or whatever they are. Even above the barn though, that's strange. Right on the roof of the barn. I have one broken bale left to bale and two short rows right there. You can see the little windrows. Not much to them. They come to a V right here, and then the rest of the field must not have been straight, and I've got all the long rows done. Got about 180 bales right here. That field was a little green this morning, so we're going to do it tomorrow, and then I've done this all around me. Sitting here at the top of the hill. Sometimes we cut up against the base of the trees there. There's a little bit left to cut up here if somebody wants to cut it. But we got the main crop in. This was too thin out here, way too thin to worry about, and they only irrigated to where you can see it, right there where we baled. That wheel move has gone back and forth, and then this wheel move in this field has come up and back and across pretty regularly, and he also fertilized this field, so it's looking good. We got some pretty good bales. That one just below the barn, this field down here that we're baling tomorrow, is the thickest of the crop. There'll be a lot of bales in there. And we'll put all the bales, you can see how we've loaded on the trailer. Christian came and loaded this morning, or loaded this afternoon. He loaded this trailer up right here. And we'll back that into the barn and unload in the loft of the barn. The sun's really bright that direction. Now you can see the tractor.